Alright, hello everyone. We just defeated Gesho and are now heading to the Cadaver Mire for our next bit of story. Not entirely sure how close we are to the next Japanese midnight stop point, but we'll get there soon, I think. Okay, this looks like a dead end. This can't be where we need to go. Maybe it's over here? No. This is not a very easy place to navigate given that there's it's up here? No, that's not a cave either. From angles, a lot of these look like cave entrances, but then they are not. This place doesn't have a map either, so it's like, well.
Yeah,
Right.
that's the problem. Well, where are we trying to get back to? We could also maybe warp out
Apparently, where we gotta go is
close by.
close to the exit of this place, so. I think I found it, though. This looks like a cave. Yes, it has been found. Excellent.
Oh.
Did you get caught?
Going up.
This looks like the right place. Yep. Exiting into a certain area. Ah yes, the Cadaver Mire. It is now time to mount the crab.
Excellent.
Wait, there's a
No,
whole...
why am I resting? Get up. I hit the button that was next to the, you know how when you...
Alright. We're traveling to the Hashelm testing grounds. From the battlefield, travel south to exit the Cadaver Mire, then head west. So I guess we're going this way? Hot.
Whoa.
Guard skeleton. Orderly imp. This music is amazing.
It's the best.
Alright, I don't know if this is the right way or not, but we're gonna find out. Oh,
No.
we found it.
I typed dismount wrong many times.
How do you fail many times at the word dismount? Anyway, it
Dismount and now I'm going
appears
that
to
way.
be a cutscene when we get in there, so I'll wait for you.
Okie dokie. I'm ready.
Alright, how curious! The fire burns fiercely and yet makes no sound. This blaze is not of Urgrim. If there were no illumination of this world present, this conflagration would completely escape your mortal gaze. It is a flame of the underworld.
How? Why, it's not even hot!
Stay back! The flame produces no heat, but it will scorch your soul and consume your flesh. Assuming a construct such as you had a soul, or flesh. Great Odin! Sovereign of darkness and battle, Lord of the underworld! Your humble servant Luzov stands on the threshold of your domain. Didn't the Imperial Army seal off the entrance to the underworld? The rules of time and space don't apply equally to this world and that, miss. By rights, this rent in the curtain between the two worlds, this dimensional hiccup, shouldn't even exist. No being from either reality has the art to bend such a fluke of fortune. I see. Throwing a bunch of laboratory nasties in the path of potential meddlers was about the best they could do. Ain't that right, boss? Silence. The manifestation begins. You can voice Odin.
I can voice Odin.
Yep. What?
Alright.
What's happening? No, this wind! Ah! Aphmau! Are you harmed? Boss! Forget the girl! Do you want old Lord Odin to arrive with the warm welcome of his servant? Without? Flit! You knew this would happen! Great Odin, Lord of the Underworld! I trust your malevolence as well. Look lively, boss! We don't want to offend his maliciousness, now do we? Aphmau, forgive me.
Art thou the one who summoned me?
Yes, my lord.
Speak thy mind.
Great Odin, devourer of light, I wish to know the time that remains to me.
Hast thou sated thy rage?
Rage? What rage is this? Come on, boss. Stick with the program. Your rage towards the Empire. No, not sated. My rage has subsided.
Hast thou sated thy rage?
Great Odin, I have uncovered a purpose more deserving than simple revenge. The descendants of Aphmau. I wish to devote the remainder of my existence to building a kingdom in which they can live without fear of persecution. That is now driving my desire. And so I ask for time to act freely. Well, ain't that a sweet idea?
Hast thou sated thy rage?
I do not understand. Didn't I tell you, boss? You've already made your pact. The contract is signed and sealed. You will become the next incarnation of the Dark Rider, whether you're ready or not. The next incarnation? The terms of the pact are non-negotiable. But I'll let you in on a secret, boss. Before you are completely consumed by the essence of the Rider, there is a period where you will retain free will. And how am I to fulfill this pact? Well, that's simple. All you gotta do is remember. Remember how your people suffered and perished at the merciless hands of the Empire. I'm sure the memories are still crystal clear for you. You just gotta hurl that big venomous ball of rage at her. Well, that's unfortunate. Okay,
All right.
let's go check the entry gate.
Meow, meow, meow.
Man, these islands are littered with caves.
Giant caves.
Yeah, they're
Just
kind
wind down and down forever.
of... Somehow they managed to put electricity through the walls. Or somebody's coming through here and lighting each one. Like, imagine having that job.
It's Split's job.
Yeah. Astral Glimmer, what the hell's that? Anyway. Let's click the entry gate.
Clicking it.
Ugh. Now's your chance! Look, she's defenseless! In any case, she's taken a full force of the astral wind. It'd be kinder just to put an end to her. The sooner the better. That's right, boss! Quick and painless! Flit! There is something I would know. This mercenary of Athmas, this Miro, this silly, you are certain they oversees the security of the treasure? What? What? Why does that matter at a time like this? Yes, I'm certain. Come on, boss. I showed you the blip on the tracker, didn't I? Besides the one I entrusted to Miro, the only other percipient eye that exists in this world is the one that you hold. There are no others. No, boss, just the two. Why would I lie to you? Then show me the one you have now. You see, there's more important... I mean, just look at the tracker. Right smack in the middle of Talaka Cove. The mercenary's right where she's supposed to be. So she is. Right where she's supposed to be. Treacherous imp! What? Boss, no, Fuck you, little bastard. Huh? The code of the Corsair is not to be taken lightly. Great Odin, hear my words. Are you even hearing my words?
Hast thou sated thy rage?
It appears not. Luzov. Miro, silly. I must bring an end to this. Athmau is in your charge. She is she is Ephraim's light in the darkness. What's happening? If this is the incarnation, I will fight until the true deity is dragged into this realm. Huh? No!
Sate thy rage. Thou shalt become my knight. Thou shalt serve as mine arm in the Age of Judgment until Alexander once again lies in ruins.
Luzov! Dark Rider! Flip at your service. Your will is my command, boss. Luzov! I am fine. Your injuries! They do not pain me. I feel no pain at all. Impeccable timing, Miro. Your arrival allowed me to see through Flitt's deception.
Oh ho! Silly to the rescue again!
Thank you, silly. Miro? Aphmau, are you able to walk? Yes. That wind blew with such a familiar melody. It reminded me of the gentle breeze that always stirs the air around Gordius. I think I'll be just fine. Where do we go from here? If what Flitt said was true, we have a short period of grace. But I suggest we hurry while my will is still my own. Hurry to do what? To destroy the Iron Colossus before your brother reactivates it. Destroy it? But the Iron Giant is the savior of the Empire? It may be as you say. But should the fully manifestation incarnation of Odin clash with the iron might of Alexandria? The Age of Judgment, with the victor deciding the laws of justice. Yes, if such laws would have meaning in the desolate wasteland sure to be left in the aftermath of the conflict. We must prevent this battle at all costs. After the Colossus is rendered harmless, you must then turn your attention to me.
Admiral, you must flee. The Immortals. Ugh.
Most impressive, little sister. Rosfod! You have aided us in the capture of both the Dark Rider and a foreign spy, all in one fell swoop. We don't have time for this. Have a care, Luzov the Blackheart. Or should I now call you Dark Rider? The crew members you have hidden throughout Haslam are all in our custody, not to mention the descendants of Ephraimod that followed the rumors of your presence here. I would hate to have the spill of blood of Imperial citizens, no matter how unwillingly they serve. Take him away. Use the astral bonds we prepared. Keep on your guard. You can be Warulu.
Sir.
Move! Aphmau, Empress Nechmira, is this the treatment I can expect from your nation? Has nothing changed over the last 200 years? Wait! We command you to release this man!
Your Magnificence.
Ignore her. Be on your way. Does our authority mean nothing? Listen to me, Nashmira. You have abandoned your government and consorted with enemies of the state. As Grand Vizier, I have decreed that the mark of Zahak, the symbol of absolute imperial power, is no longer yours to wield. You cannot! Your authority no longer exists. Do you betray the Empress? Betray your own sister? Betray you? You are in no position to speak of betrayal. Miro, silly! Don't you think it's about time you told my fool of a sister the truth? Told her who you truly work for? Who she truly works for? What are you talking about? Miro and Silly work for me. You continue to deceive yourself. The only reason they stay close to you is to fulfill their duties as spies. No, you are the one who is deceiving himself. You understand nothing about Luzov's spirit, or Miro's heart. Listen to me, Miro, silly. You must take this to the Salahim Sentinels. We all have our masks. I hid my true identity from Miro. But even so, she still comes to my rescue. I don't remember who Amnath was. Shall I stop the automaton from casting? Let her play her hand. Tell your master this, Miro. The game is over. It is time to submit to the power of the Empire. Don't let them catch you, Miro. Excellent.
Dagger, dagger, dagger.
You should equip that dagger.
Yeah, right. It'd be cool if I could.
Alright, let's use our warp rings.
No, not the Corsair die. Don't want to use that.
Alright, we're going back to Salahim Sentinels now.
Excellent. Since I can move.
I love how you teleport around in this expansion.
You're right.
Should get a cutscene.
Did I run past it? Yeah. Hello, Mira.
Hello.
Cutscene.
Let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready.
And so the posters for Duzov were removed before we even had time to...
You can't be serious.
All rewards for information, not to mention the bounty itself.
My black barely. Golden serpent medal. Imperial bounty. Piles of Empress loot. Flawless project.
President Naja?
Lie, my pretties. Look, in the sky. 2,000 Imperial gold pieces flying away.
I think a sauce is tipped over.
Ah! What the hell happened to my perfectly orchestrated plan? What has that good-for-nothing knucklehead been doing out there? Whether my suspicions hit the mark or not, it is an employee's duty to report in to immediately. Am I wrong?
A perfectly reasonable supposition, President Naja. I may have to initiate emergency evacuation procedures 1B.
Avaldi, I'm competent. You!
Oh! I can't watch! Miro! Oh dear, can you hear me? Hang in there, Miro! 900 years. For 900 years, emperors down through the history have dreamed of seeing the scattered remnants of the Iron Colossus thus brought together. For this purpose alone, we have fought in countless fruitless conflicts, both within and without the Empire, in search of the lost Candescences.
It has been an epic, if pointless, struggle.
But my father had a different vision.
Yes, it was the innovative Emperor Jalzin who devised the notion of manufacturing a Colossus, as well as the Candescences using our own resources and technology.
There is always a way. If you cannot find one, create one. Another of his famous sayings.
And you, my Lord Rosvad, are doing a splendid job of following in his footsteps.
Spare me your platitudes. My father's idea was merely a catalyst. I have my own vision, my own path to glory.
I meant no offense, Grand Vizier.
How can we know that Alexander will choose to manifest in our mechanical giant, as he once infused the Iron Colossus?
This is not the time to waver. It is said that Alexander only favors the strongest among us. According to my calculations, our mechanical creation has many times the destructive power of the Azadal construct. I have no doubts concerning its worthiness. Alexander is but awaiting the moment of his resurrection. Everything I have worked towards has been in preparation for that glorious day.
Yes, it will be glorious. But we cannot jump ahead of ourselves. First we must unravel the Gordius.
The Gordius. What an unexpected taste of irony. Who would have suspected she had made such modifications to the automaton I designed?
It was an oversight on our part. Nashmir's mother, Jubilil, was an eccentric woman, but none could fault her intelligence.
Yes, a brilliant scholar. Before I enlisted her as my pupil, Jubilil was well known in the Academy community for her work in deciphering complicated scrolls of Walaran philosophy.
When I was still a boy, she also instructed me in arts of the puppet master. The device she invented to instill behavioral patterns made it simple for even a beginner like myself to make Najing move in the most lifelike manner.
Ah, the concept of programming. I must admit to being drumstruck by her ideas.
If we had only realized how much truth was contained in her ramblings. Everything is born from the Gordius. What of Nashmira? She remains secluded in her chambers, Grand Vizier. Stubborn child. Your orders? Tell her this. If she cooperates in unlocking the puppet's secrets, I will reconsider Luzaf's fate. Should she refuse, we will have no choice but to dismantle Ovjang and Najing for Gatsad to analyze. Understood. Keep a strict guard. Oh, that's you.
Keep a strict guard. She is not to slip away again.
Sir.
Do you truly mean to release Luzaf?
Of course not. However, he appeared just as we were completing the mechanical colossus. It can be no coincidence.
You believe there is some connection?
It is possible. And until we know the significance of this connection, I intend to keep Luzaf safe. Alive.
What if he...
Do not worry, I will not allow the underworld apocalypse of theirs to occur. All the keys of the Age of Judgment lie in the palm of my hand. I will keep him under control, even should he become the incarnation of a god. Miro appears to be coming around.
Phew, I'm glad she's okay.
You're glad?
Ahem. Finally waking up, is she? Guess I don't know my own strength.
I must have imagined that glimpse of compassion. Isn't there something you'd like to say to Miro?
That is to say... It's all Duzov's fault. This doesn't qualify you for workers' compensation.
President Naja!
Sorry about cracking your head, silly. Now, don't you have some sort of report for me, hmm?
Athmau's message.
Why didn't you say something? You... Already things are moving too fast. This is not for the likes of you two. Now scoot for a bit so I can concentrate.
Alright, so this may be our Japanese midnight. I'm not sure.
No.
I will let you know. It's also entirely possible that they remove this Japanese midnight once it's done. What's come over the president? She never wants to spend time thinking. I hope all this thinking doesn't lead to one of her tantrums. Well, at least the loss of Duzov's bounty seems to have blown over without any casualties. Oh, I didn't mean to make light of your injury, Miro. You take care of that bump. You just get thrown out. Miro, I am glad to have found you. I have urgent news. Please accompany me to Baolan Way. The Divine Empress Nasnira II has been stripped of her authority, and the Grand Vizier now controls the government. Events have transpired just as His Highness had feared they would. The prince is acquainted with the current Empress, having once accepted an invitation to visit Odin as a guest of the state. I know nothing of the events that occurred during that time. However, His Highness is fervently confident that Empress Nasnira's ability to navigate a righteous course of her nation. You can be that guy.
Sir Travelers, isn't this place a little open for holding an emergency council? Aren't you worried about spies in the crowd? What if we were targeted for random surveillance?
A pleasure to see you again, Rodin Commodin.
Oh, and by the way, I've been ordered to cease all exchanges of information with non-Windosian agents. We've discovered some facts about the astral candescence that would knock the starch out of your stuffy elven shirt. Dr. Lady Karababa forbade me to speak of it to anyone. Wait, what's that delightful aroma? I think I smell kebabs. I'll just mosey on over and grab a bite to eat while we're waiting for everyone to get here. Whoa!
Lady Ayame! What a pleasant surprise! I did not expect a Mitsumatsu to attend. Bastok recognizes the situation has grown beyond the scope of a simple intelligence gathering. Meaning that the Strategic Command has ordered the Bastokian Navy to prepare for war. Prepare for war? Are you not acting prematurely?
Wake up and smell the chai, Tree Release. Winters has already deployed her amphibious cardigans.
The speculation is not constructive. If everyone is present, I suggest we discuss the main agenda. I have heard no word from Gesho. Excuse my bluntness of speech, but we do not have the luxury of time to wait for latecomers.
Let's get this over with.
The situation we had all hoped for to avoid now looms before us. Then it has been decided. Yes, an Allied Forces Military Council will be called into session. Such a council has not been held since the end of the Great War. Our main prerogative is to avoid the commencement of hostilities. As a step towards this objective, I propose an open forum for the exchange of information. I agree. Is there anything you would like to share with us, Miro? You have infiltrated the deepest layer of the Imperial government, if I'm not mistaken. Rosfad's message or recent events? What do you think?
Recent events.
Okay. It cannot be! The incarnation of Odin? And the Empress held prisoner by her own subjects.
No! The bounty on Juzav's head has been withdrawn?
Was there anything else of import, Miro? Rosvad's message. Conflict may be unavoidable. This threatens to escalate into a war of a scale greater than any in history. The loss of life will be incalculable. Well, that's unfortunate. Alright, so our next objective here, Silly, is to zone, then return to Odd-Ergen. And then,
There should be a thing.
okay. Straight ahead.
Alright.
And then we're gonna go to the Shaharat tea house. We should get a cutscene if Japanese Midnight has been removed.
We may never know.
Alright, travel to another home point. Let's go to Sandoria to get some bagpipe music for a few moments. If we don't have to stop there, all the better. If we do, then we will go and do some Dynamis, I guess. Although, I just realized it because they mentioned his name and I was thinking about it. The previous emperor, did you see what his name was?
Gestal?
No. Jalzan.
Oh yes, Jalzan. Yes.
Do you remember where Jalzan is from in FF14?
Charlian?
No.
He's not the guy who with the Zodiac stuff?
He's the, he studied Charlais and stuff, but he was for the, relic weapon, he helped Geralt. He was from the
Yeah,
Far...
that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, he was from the Far East. He wasn't Charlaian.
Yeah, right. There's
Yeah.
no Far East.
No, let's go to home point 2. They like to talk about the Far East in FF11 and FF12. Or 14. My cat is passed out on the arm of the couch. So, Silly, what do you think of the fact that they are now releasing a PS4 remake of Final Fantasy XII?
I think that I want to play it.
It's the Zodiac job system is being implemented.
I know.
Are you
I
gonna
won't
make
end
a red
up-
mage?
I probably won't end up with what's his name as a red mage though?
Vaughn?
Vaughn. I mean, it didn't work out that bad. He seemed to do. I mean, as a red mage, I mean, it's not his optimal class setup, but it seemed to do quite a bit of damage to the last boss because he was so vulnerable to darkness.
Why am I a girl, Indian Taco? Because Miro is a girl. That's just what this character is. Just like Silly's a girl. Alright, do we get a cutscene? Does not look like it. Alright, so Japanese Midnight has hit. That's unfortunate.
I just never usually like the way the guys look
Yeah,
for some reason.
I wasn't a big fan of the guy NPCs, and I had my character Miro from WoW and Final Fantasy XIV, so I named this character after her. Okay, so yeah,
I have a counter question. What kind of taco is an Indian taco? Does it have like well, first, yeah, is it a taco with like I bet it sounds delicious.
Indeed. As far as Vaughn goes as a red mage, it ended up working out really well. I was doing like 13,000 damage per Darka spell to the end boss.
Good old dark.
Alright, let's go to Winders. Seen that coming. Winders, okay, I don't know which area to go to yet, so give me just a moment here to look it up. Dynamis! Dynamis, Winders. There it is.
Can I get a silver piece from here?
I don't think so. I think that's only Sandoria.
Oh, okay.
Or some of the ones we'll be doing after this.
Damn.
Winders Walls. I don't know. We're going to C12, so we probably want to go to Home Point 3 at the auction house.
Sure.
Stretch. Anyway, welcome to the stream, Indian Taco. But yeah, that's primarily why we have the girl characters. It's just they look better than the male characters, and they are a reference to other characters we have played in the past. So we're gonna go to C12, which is, oh, you know what? Actually, it probably would have been faster to go to the residential area. So, Windhurst Walls, Home Point 2.
Oh,
It's made with bannock bread that us natives invented for soup and bannock, if that makes sense. Yeah, that can make sense.
It sounds delicious, though.
It does.
I would eat it.
Trail markings. I got them selected somewhere. Where the hell are they? Oh, there they are. Over here, back here. The strands of grass here have been tied together. That's weird. You'll now be warped to Dynamis Windhurst. Are you ready? Ready.
Ready.
We are on Ashura. Originally on Ragnarok. Those whose fate is linked to the world will empower the prismatic hourglass to guide you. You can beat Irokuru. Is Irokuru talking for you?
Now he is, yeah.
Okay.
Our expedition was supposed to have been an allied Efaru, but not one of us was interested in the fate of the other nations. In our hasty ways to outdo each other, we failed to see to the heart of the Mataru. Our attitudes led to the death of 2 of our members and precipitated the birth of the Shadow Lord. This sin does not belong on Rogram's shoulders alone. We all must atone for our actions. Please help him. Help Rogram escape from his hard-wired darkness forever this time.
Rogram, always the victim of being the Shadow Lord. Okay. So this is Dynamis. It is like the dream world for Winders, if I'm correct on that.
What about Windhurst? Rogram's here? Let's fight him.
I don't know if he's at this part, but we're going to use magic. Trust. Who are we bringing out for a tank, silly? We are Corilla, Rahal, Trion, Rugadin, Valinurl, and Gasho.
Valinurl. Good old Gesha.
Alright. And who do you want as a healer? My obvious choice is Koromaru.
You like Koromaru.
Yeah, he puts up haste.
That's true. It's fine with me.
Alright. And you can pick our DPS.
Let's bring Shantoto 2.
Alright, Shantoto 2 should be up here. Yeah, there she is, okay.
And since we're supposed to be doing thing, we should bring Nasha Salahim.
Alright, so we are going to be dragging her along on something that has nothing to do with our main quest. Alright, so before we move on here, I'm just going to reset our recording.